Hey guys, back again, and today I just wanted to talk briefly, or continue on talking, I suppose, about that general sort of mindset or goal setting premise, just while we're on a roll with that. And as everyone sort of set these goals for their new year, or they do every year, set these big, lofty goals that they want to achieve, which is awesome, and I think everybody should do that for sure, 100%. Gives us something to work towards. But I think the big problem with setting those goals up is that it almost gives us an excuse to fail. And the reason why I think it is we set these huge goals and everyone gets encouraged to set these massive goals sort of far into the distance, and these nice to haves, and they want to get there, but we don't really ever end up setting a plan on how we're going to achieve it. So we might get kicked off in the new year all motivated, buzzing with energy, and we start working towards those goals, whatever it may be, which we'll talk about some examples of in a sec. And then as sort of time goes on and other things pop up and we lose a little bit of interest, and there's a good saying going around that it basically says, don't chase your goals, either you or your goals will get tired. And so essentially, just like I said, we're either likely to get sick of chasing our goals when we feel like, or we're not sure if we're making any progress towards them, either that or we'll just get bored with it. So maybe what we thought we really wanted seems too hard basket now, so then we sort of push it aside and not worry about it, and it gets to the end of the year and we look at setting new goals, and all of a sudden sort of we're nowhere past where we had started at the start of the year. And I think a good way to overcome that is to, again, like I said, have those big goals, but then we need to take a look at setting little smaller milestones or steps along the way that we can work to every single day, and it's got to be something that's in our control. So a few different sort of examples, like so 3 different goals for me. Say, for example, this year I might want to say I want to snatch 120 kilos. I want to grow my email list, or my Sauna Diaries, to 100 subscribers, so that I know that sort of my message is getting out there, and hopefully I'm able to help more and more people. And then what's the third goal for me? Not even necessarily for me. Say I've got a weight loss goal, or even a muscle gain goal, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. But so a lot of the variables for that are out of our success. So say I walk into a training session one day and I'm super tired and I can't hit the numbers that I'm supposed to hit for the program for the day, or I'm injured, or it could be any number of reasons that are out of my control that will kind of push me off to my goal. And if that happens a few times in a row, I'm likely to let part of the year slip by and think, probably not going to make it. And the same again is if every day I'm looking at my subscriber list thinking, like, why hasn't it grown? Like, what am I doing wrong? And that type of thing. Then I'm easily sort of more likely to get disheartened, if that makes sense. But if we set these sort of more smaller controllable goals that I can focus on each day, so in the snatching example, I might set myself a goal that I'm going to snatch 3 days a week. And I'm going to snatch based on how I feel, but as long as I show up and I get that work in 3 days a week, I cross those off the list, and that might be a win for me. And the same with my nutrition goals, or my weight loss or weight gain goals. Sometimes it's hard to see the bigger picture, especially if I've got a lot of weight to lose or I want to gain a lot of muscle. So instead, what I'm going to do is set myself up a calendar, and I'm going to put a cross or a circle on the calendar for every day that I train that I'm supposed to. So all of my training days I show up, if I show up, that gets a cross, that's a win. Every day that I eat and hit my protein target or my calorie target, or mostly whole unprocessed foods, or whatever your goal is to help you step toward that end result, then we get another tick. So a win is 2 ticked days, or 2 cross, 2 circle, however you're going to mark it off. And then we can look back at the end of the month and see, do we have more ticks on the board than white space? And if we do, that's a win. That will motivate us to keep working towards our goal. The same with that snatch goal. Maybe I'm not moving closer to that 120, maybe I am, but I'm definitely moving closer than if I wasn't showing up at all, or if I threw the goal away. And it's the same with these videos or my content creation, and hopefully providing some value to people. If I just keep showing up and providing what I feel like is value and getting better at it all the time, hopefully, then I have to put faith in the fact that I will reach my goal at the end of the day. And if I don't, I'm likely to have moved further forward than if I never got started and kept thinking about it and talking about it and putting it off and being nervous about being shit. So yeah, while it's awesome to set goals, I think we need to try and create a day that helps us move slowly and just win that day, each week, each month, each year, progress toward that goal. And even if we don't hit that goal, we're far more likely to be a lot closer than had we just set this ambitious goal and just crossed our fingers and asked the world nicely and hoped for the best, which is kind of what most of us seem to do. So hopefully you got some value out of that, and we'll see you soon.